I don't recognize this number. Who could this be? Hello?
Hello, Jimmy. Happy to be with you.
Herman Cain. Wow, how's it going, buddy?
Thank you so much for having me, Jimmy.
You're welcome, I guess.
So pleased to be here.
Okay, but you called me. This is an unsolicited phone call.
News nugget.
What?
Today's edition of News You Can Lose. Disheartening and disgusting. The events of last weekend in Charlottesville.
Oh, absolutely. Now that you're on the line, I'm interested in what you might have to say about Charlottesville.
Disheartening, Jimmy. Disheartening and disgusting. It reminds me of when I first became president of Godfather's Pizza.
How's that?
Well, as you may not know, most fast food franchises have what is called an operational mantra. In the case of Godfather's, ours was SCQ.
SCQ?
That stood what?
Go ahead, sorry.
Don't interrupt me. I'm trying to explain an abbreviation to you, dumbass. SCQ. That stood for service, cleanliness, and quality.
Okay, where are you headed with this, Herman?
S for service provided to the customers. C for cleanliness of the restaurant.
Yes.
And, of course, Q for quality of product.
Okay, but what does this have to do with Charlottesville?
Hang on, Jimmy. Airplane hasn't left the runway yet.
All right.
Mantra is a Sanskrit word meaning sacred utterance, and your company must embody that message, especially when taken to the streets. If those marchers wanted to be successful in making their message heard, they should have considered the first letter, S for service. And I would usually tack on another S for smile. None of those faces in the front of the crowd would ever be fit to serve the clientele of Godfathers, you understand? Lots of weak chins in that group. If they worked at my restaurant, I would have had them reassigned to the back of the kitchen to grate cheese, clean out the mop bucket and whatnot. Service means greeting the customer with a smile and a happy face.
Really not following you here, Herman. What customer?
C is for cleanliness. Now, you and I might have differing definitions of what cleanliness means.
Mr. Cain, not really a parallel example comparing those lunatics to employees at a pizza restaurant.
Now, let me finish. The second letter is C. Cleanliness of the restaurant.
No, I'm sorry, Herman. I gotta stop you. This is a sick exercise, and I don't appreciate you giving any pointers to those racist idiots.
Do you even understand metaphor, Jimmy?
Yeah.
You're just another lib trying to silence those who speak out against violence on both sides. The Dems and the libs and some Republicans and the media and most folks on Twitter twisting the president's words, condemning his condemnation? That's ludicrous.
What's ludicrous is your willingness to conflate Nazis with the people standing up to Nazis.
Now you're wordsmithing me, Jimmy Dore. Like Trump said, there was violence on many sides. There were those creating violence in Charlottesville and those creating violence in Durham, pulling down a statue.
Again, those aren't equal, Herman. Destruction of property is not violence.
Tearing down those Confederate monuments was an attempt by the Dems and the libs to erase our national history. And making people ignorant of the past does not make them smarter.
Don't you think the Confederacy is a shameful part of America's past and that it shouldn't be memorialized with statues? Need I remind you that there are no statues of Hitler in Germany, only memorials for the victims of the Holocaust? People are upset with Trump because equating real Nazis with those who oppose Nazism is an abhorrent and shameful position for a president of the United States to take.
Rather than worrying about whether Trump said this or that, or that or this thing or that over there, up here or down there or around the corner or this thing that no one cares about, we need to focus on the right issue. We need to focus on the right issue, which is that we have a strong leader in the White House. Dems and libs are criticizing him just because he didn't get the words exactly right.
Exactly.
When I took over Godfather's Pizza, we were headed for bankruptcy, and it was my job to turn that ship around. Yes, I got criticized. Yes, I got second-guessed. But when you are the man in charge, you have to do what you feel is best, which in Trump's case is siding with neo-Nazis, okay?
Herman, it's becoming more evident with each passing day of Trump's administration that there are actual white supremacists in the White House, Nazis, which should be beyond unacceptable to Americans. The people still defending Trump at this point sound like Nazi apologists. Are you a Nazi apologist?
999! Before I go, one more thing.
What?
I'm still going to get with that wife of yours.
All right.
I forgot to say dirty shit during this call.
Hey.